Time now for other class finals. Here comes Jim Waldo, set to take on Kevin Core.
Kevin Core getting set to go with an A stock automatic, part of that Core racing family. Jim Waldo right there, been doing this for a while. You want to know how long? His first final round was in 1969 in Pocatello, Idaho. Wow. And he's a former national champ. He's won. His kids have won. Kevin Core, one of the great racing families, getting set to close the gap here. That big new look A-stock automatic Ford. And at the end of the racetrack, it's Kevin Core gets the win. 10.12, 127 miles an hour. Jim Waldo gave it a good shot, but Kevin Core in that brand new Ford Mustang gets the win.
All right, we move back to the starting line. We've got Ryan McClanahan and Sean Blair set to take on each other.
And Sean with a classic 68 Dodge Dart. They didn't make a whole bunch of them with 383 cubic inch engines, but he's got one of them, the classic GTS model. And Ryan McClanahan, who's really been on fire here during the course of this weekend. It's a small block, 365 cubic inch engine, but this thing runs like gangbusters. The top end of the racetrack. Another, not only second, but third generation racer. Everybody in the McClanahan family runs and wins, and going back to his grandpa, who was a former world champion. You're going to watch that car from California. Let Sean Blair get way out in front of him. This is a huge head start. If it's a green light for both of them, should be a fun run. Blair's out. Now watch Ryan. He's going to start to eat up that asphalt in a hurry. Closing the gap. You can see Sean looking over at him. Don't do that. Here comes Ryan, and the stripe, it is going to be Ryan McClanahan with his 4th national event win. Everybody's happy. Everybody in the family runs. Everybody in the family wins. He goes 8.50, 147 miles an hour. Now watch this. Sean Blair, that's a 383 cubic inch automatic transmission Dodge Dart, lifting the wheels up. We said it before. We'll say it again. We love super stock.
Now we love those wheel standers. We love photo finish. Private Ryan gets the win. Super Gas, Reg Wilson, Justin Lamb. Uh-oh.
Wow, Justin Lamb jumps the lights, gets the red light start, and he is out of here. And Reggie Wilson's going to get his first ever national event win here in Super Gas. Not the way you want to get it, but you don't apologize for a win or make excuses for a loss. The Super Street final rounder, that's the 1090 heads-up class. Somebody's going to get their first ever national event win. Bob Sims, the Jags All-Star, heading down with that Chevrolet Nova. Darrell Saxby out of Washington over there with that green Chevrolet, and at the stripe it's going to be Saxby gets the win, and he goes 1086. The crowd goes wild. He goes to the winner's circle for the first time.
Again at the finish line, another very close race, but that's how we do it. The Lucas Oil Drag Racing Series.
That is a breakout right there. That's why it looks like the red car's out in front, but the two drivers going through, and you got to run close to that 1090 dial. You run under that, you can be disqualified. Darrell was closest to it. That classic 66 Chevelle gets the win.
Now it is the 890 class Super Comp. Tom Malicki taking on Bobby Dye Jr.
Bobby's from California. Tom Malicki from Washington. It's your classic Division 6, Division 7 matchup. None of the guys from Division 6 up here in the Great Northwest like those D7 guys traveling north and picking up the win. Tom Malicki and Bobby Dye. And oh, it's a red light start for Bobby. And the crowd, look at them back on the starting line. Tom Malicki's team, they're getting the win, and everybody's happy. It's won on the divisional level, but not on the national level. Look at that. He punctuates it by running a perfect 8.900. Wow. How about that? He had a great reaction time, runs right on the dial, and gets the win. So it really didn't make a whole lot of difference what Bobby did in the other lane. Tom Malicki is your Super Comp national event winner.
Lucas Oil Drag Racing Series is brought to you by Lucas Oil. Made in America, sold to the world.
It's a somber weekend here in Seattle, but one that continues to race on. And man, how about that Showtime wheel standard?
Yeah, it's a great deal for Larry Hill and his wife, and they decided to come on all the way out here from Kentucky. 40th anniversary. They said, maybe we'll go on a cruise. Said, hey, maybe we'll go on the Western Swing, and they drove out here, and they're just enjoying life.
Well, if you like drag racing, do we have a day for you? Because coming up tonight from Sonoma, California, it's the Fram Autolite Nationals in the NHRA Full Throttle Drag Racing Series with qualifying and the rest of the schedule you see right there. Great venue, too.
It's a marvelous place to go. We could not get two places in 2 weeks so more diametrically opposed. The beautiful Mount Rainier, the great Northwest. We go down the coast to Sonoma, California, in the wine country. Folks from Fram have a couple of great open house. A lot of the sponsors come out here. People love to come to the Northwest. They love to come to Vegas. Everybody loves going to Sonoma. They love the wine tours. I can make a living as a designated driver there next week.
Well, from 14,411 feet in the top of Mount Rainier, let's bring it back down to sea level. Our final race of the weekend here at Pacific Raceways, competition eliminator. That is Glenn Treadwell from out in Florida. Short drive for him, or plane ride in this case, taking on Alan Ellis.
6 cylinders for Glenn Treadwell, 246 cubic inches, and a Warren Johnson Pro Stock motor in Alan Ellis's car. Oh, baby. This one's over right on the starting line. Last thing you expected to see was Glenn Treadwell foul out. Alan's just going to stroll down the boulevard and get the win. It's his second of the season. He won the Sports Nationals, and he wins here.